sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
Okay, ready?
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ready.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Ultra. Go ultra.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Ready, set.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Pushes him over and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
That for a chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
What? The big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give to Edmonds. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ultra. Ready.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
Oh!
And he will score.
Oh my God. Oh my
God.
God.
Touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Second and 5 from the 8. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. 3
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Take it in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh, I can't believe I did
That
that.
is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far.
See what I'm saying? That's what, you know what that was? Read it with your feet, but not with your eye.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They go play action with Jackson.
Here, let's go. Wow.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard
That
line.
nigga Zave a dog, kid. They got Zave playing right on this one, boy.
Because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now Tua.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down.
Oh.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn
Damn, I
it
thought
over.
my dog was
The
going to
Dolphins
cut.
can't convert on fourth down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Room here to run. 54 yards rushing for him. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, and then they drilled him.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Dolphins bring out an extra defensive back on third down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Dobbins is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, after the loss on first down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
Dobbins once more. And he will
go, Baker.
Backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Oh, my God, I missed it.
His defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it. Because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it. Go get it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open.
Oh my God, I forgot to take
Intended for Hill.
Bad.
He will return this one to the
Oh, I
30-yard
forgot to
line.
press L. Fuck you.
This has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the option, it's Jackson.
I'm trying to script that nigga, man.
23-yard line. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Tucker's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Oh, they gotta put a
First
hand
down
in there.
Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch him a little bit because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Damn.
Just a yard on the pickup.
That's the guy. I don't know how I lost to him. That shit, that was simple as fuck. Look, that nigga right there. Ain't no way. Well, shit just ain't gonna go your way. That play where I switched off of Holland when I ain't run jump on that pick, that would fuck the game up. That's pick all day. That play was developing too slow, but I was moving too damn much.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South
Rematch?
Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens
Rematch game.
and the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Miami. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, ready. Black up. Ultra. Go out. Zoom black. Ready?
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
Damn,
Nothing
run
much
this.
materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Set, hut. Steal. Check, steal.
Oh, shit.
Michelle. He's not going to get
I
there.
call that
won't
one
even
wrong,
be close.
nigga.
It was blown up in the backfield.
Wow.
4th down now after a loss of 2. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here.
Oh!
If you're the ball against us,
Too late.
it could be hard going throughout this game.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Ready.
4th brought down. Here's Jackson.
Come on,
And
pick
it's going to
that.
be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Hey, check mega.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh my
Tries
God.
to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Oh my God.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That's
So,
gonna
Charles,
be
our
sweet.
first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams,
Ooh,
it's a
it
change
is,
of tempo,
boy.
usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their
no
fortunes
cutting
right now.
back on that
What they've been
anymore.
doing so far isn't working.
I
Maybe
got a
they'll do
pass.
that.
Check man.
Damn.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Them linebackers in zone. Yeah, oh, fuck, I can't get it over
Ball
there.
at the
Oh, this
24
man,
and a 2nd and 11.
Smash, smash. Ready?
From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
On the ready? Mega, mega. Striker, striker. Tag.
Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill.
Ooh, boy, passing.
And that is incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Hey, go steal. Ready?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua, throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Here we go. Set. Check white. Smith way. Ultra. Go ultra. Set.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
What?
And he's going to be
Oh,
met
he's
at the
going-
line of
he's
scrimmage and
going-
taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Steal. Check deal. Ready?
Throwing on second down. Tua over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Strike. Check strike. Check hut.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Tua.
All right.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play.
Come on, partner, shoot
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That will surely pay it off.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Boy, that boy can live, boy.
He'll wind up losing yardage there as he stopped for officially a loss of 2. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and
Anyway,
charge.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Jackson. Man open is Robinson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards.
Boy, I try to fight, boy, they gonna make me fumble. Nigga fumble, man.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
Oh, I should have pressed pick.
Into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Damn, I should have pressed something.
Rashad Bateman, 35 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6.
Linebacker. Yes, sir.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone.
Damn, that shit got me cold.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run right side with
my God.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tua. This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The kick by Sanders is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And they'll get this down to the 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
Hey,
result
bro.
here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down. A give for Edwards running right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Yeah, pick six, pick.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
This is a came out passing for him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field
goal. I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Set, ready. Smack, smack. Set.
Now Tua. That's caught by Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready, straight. Mega.
Tagovailoa. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little
good game, bro.
on the clock. I think it's just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Won't be enough.
I appreciate you, boy. You took my passes to another level, boy. I needed a nigga like you to swing through. Good game, good game. You took my passes to another level. I appreciate that. I needed a nigga like you to come through.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
All right. Later. That boy just sold me something.